All right, we're back in the garden. Sun's been shining all day. This pepper has been photosynthesizing all day. So let's see where its bricks sit now. So again, I'm going to choose a fully mature leaf that's fully expanded. And when I say fully expanded, I mean that it's at its mature size. It has fully expanded. And so a leaf that's fully expanded can be assumed to be a leaf that is photosynthesizing at full capacity. All right, so we've got our refractometer and our modified vice script. Again, we're just going to take a couple drops of this plant sap. Sometimes you have to adjust to actually get sap. And again, you want to be using clean hands. You can use surgical gloves for this as well. Clean hands, clean equipment is important. With bricks, it's important, but also if you're using any of the ion meters, that's important. So we've got a couple drops of sap on the prism. We'll look into the light. The sun is now over here. Yeah, it's kind of cloudy, or a little bit of a overcast right now. That's at 15.5 and it's blurry. So, and that was a fully expanded leaf, recently matured at the top of the plant, and it was at that same bricks level this morning. So that means that last night the sugars did not translocate completely, maybe partially they did, but they did not translocate fully to the rhizosphere feeding the microorganisms. So that's step one of an indication of what we might want to start with when we're thinking about a fertility adjustment for this pepper plant. I can go through and test all of these pepper plants in this bed and see if perhaps maybe the same occurrence is going on, and if perhaps maybe they need a similar fertility amendment, because this is a qualitative assessment and this is not a quantitative assessment. I'm not looking at parts per million bricks in the leaf sap, or I'm not looking at a tissue test. This is not definitive. This is passed down knowledge from experienced agronomists who have utilized those other tests, primarily tissue tests, not the sap test. Sap tests are rather new, and this awareness was perceived before the sap tests were really being utilized. Petiole sap tests have been utilized for a long time, but not the plant leaf sap. Whole other ball of wax, whole other, rabbit hole. But step one, we know that the bricks was similar in the morning before the sun hit the plant, and now that the sun has been shining on this plant all day, it's after 3 o'clock, but it's before 5 o'clock. It's actually around 4 o'clock right now. So still, peak sugar should be in the leaf. We're getting a similar reading. So on our discovery journey, we now have a potential awareness of what an issue is. And so I could remedy this by utilizing a safe application of boron. I would caution anyone who is considering making an application of boron, know that it is a nutrient that can be applied to toxic levels pretty easily to plants. And so I would be informed if I were going to apply boron. I would work with either a knowledgeable agronomist or crop health consultant, or I would educate myself about that. But I have done that and I feel comfortable utilizing the boron, and so I will make an assessment, further assessment, and make an application and see if we get an adjustment. I'll bring you along for the journey, and we'll make other assessments as well. Like I said, I feel like there may be a calcium issue showing up here. Peppers can, especially peppers that are not, hot peppers, sweet peppers can be known to take up potassium preferentially over calcium if it is available, if it's more easily available. If it's in abundance in the soil and in the soil solution, it can be taken up preferentially over calcium. But first, let's work on this boron issue, and then we'll dig a little deeper. All right, thanks.